Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. They have done it again. You cannot deny how cool the character designs are in this game. The last three have been absolute bangers. Thesku, I don't know if the H is silent. I don't know what I'm trying to say. They all have names that I can't say and I suck at, but they all look amazing. Between this guy, Tresnor, and Mishka, my girl, like, these designs are wicked. And you guys know I love pets. And the dude's like sitting on like 3 snakes. It's savage. Anyway, we got some patch notes. We'll go through the patch notes. Then they did actually release this guy's skills early so we can have a look at his skills as well. Just the basics. We'll come back tomorrow when he's in the game, test him, see how everything works and get the exact multipliers and everything on the skill. But at least we have something to look at now. So let's get into it. Okay, so for the patch notes, we've obviously got the new hero getting added. Will become available for test play. We got the bountiful trials. We got a new season of the hunting fields beginning, so that is coming up as well. I'm not going to spend too much time in here because I'm really keen just to read these skills out to you guys. So, got some adjustments. We'll cover the hunting fields when it does come. Added the Pursuit of Fire event, which will become available for to players after competing. Yep, okay. So a new event, cool. That's going to be on the 27th. In about 10 days on the test server. Keep in mind, that's not the live server. New Misty Valley round. Added new adventure, Land of Frozen Lakes to the Voyage of Wonders. So we get another voyage. I believe we've got another one coming in the next few days as well on Global. Added new chapter to the campaign. Man, I feel like we're getting chapters really quick now. Chapter 47, the Garden of Hope. Players can now climb up to 720 floors within each of the 4 faction towers. Simultaneously, the difficulty of some floors between 660 and 690 have been reduced. 690. Anyway, ignore me. Reduced the difficulty of certain floors between 1150 and 1200 of the King's Tower and added more floors to 1250. Reduced the difficulty of certain floors between 440 and 460. Cool bean. Bringing the total number of floors to, yep, okay. Fixed an issue where enemies in the Cursed Realm were not affected by the Enrage effect in certain specific situations. One of those things that, you know, probably all those things that they're changing I'd never seen. So people got to fix an issue which the first use of Astral Shift ability would target the wrong allied target in certain... Yeah, so these are all bug fixes. Gorvo fixed an issue with Dive Bomb ability would not display the Dive Bomb action in combat in certain specific situations. Rosalind the Kind improved the follow mechanic of the ability so that Rosalind will sometimes choose to follow a new teammate after her teammate currently being followed leaves the battlefield. Okay, maybe that's if they get banished or something. Belinda Beam of Hope fixed an issue where with the weapon blessing ability would sometimes pick the wrong target. Okay, Zolrath fixed an issue with Zol's energy charge. Duration time rift ability certain... What? Which Zolrath's energy charged erratically... Okay, he got erratic energy charging. That's what it's saying. Okay. I could not read that. Words, you know. Improve the logic of the stat enhancement of Guardian Overseer's signature item ability to give it an immediate effect on the target. I guess it must have had some lag. Okay, so that is the notes. Hunting fields and a new event coming, Voyage of Wonders. That's the basic roundup, but we do have this savage dude. So let's take a look at his skills as they are at the moment. Once again, this is just one of these posts. How cool is his in-game sprite? Dude, I'm going to have to make a fresh account. I do have to do the winners for the other challenge. I might just subtly on my own start a fresh account because there's just too many cool heroes that I want to play through the game with. Yeah, I might do that. I might just start re-rolling on like new servers as they come. Just so I can get a fresh, fun account that's like got all these new heroes that are just savage. Anyway, getting sidetracked. I just like doing that. I know you guys hate it when I start new accounts, but hey, I have fun. Anyway, the ultimate ability. Thesku plays his bone flute and deals damage to all enemies. So big AoE. It's a mage, intellect mage from the Mauler faction. Obviously, you guys can see that. If an enemy is marked by more than a certain marked by more than certain times of Serpent's Mark. So he's got this Serpent's Mark that he puts on enemies. If they've got a certain amount of it, they are petrified and turned to stone, becoming unable to complete any actions or recover energy for several seconds. So it's basically a big AoE, but if they've got enough marks on them, they will get stunned or petrified. The petrify is really nice because not only is it the stun, but it's also the energy that they get denied. So that's not too bad. Neurotoxicity. Dude commands his snake Zilsu to spit deadly neurotoxin at the enemy target with the highest attack rating. I do kind of like these highest attack rating ones. Dealing damage to them, causing them to become intoxicated. While in a state of intoxication, the enemy is unable to recover any energy and may only use normal attacks for several seconds. During this time, damage dealt by the enemy's normal attacks is converted into health for the target they are currently attacking. So I could see this being really good against Irons. You just walk in against an Irons, the dude can't recover energy, and he's healing you up. Like, it depends how fast you can loop this ability, but combine that with something that can maybe drain a little bit of energy, and then Irons never gets an ult, and you get him. I don't know. I just feel like that's like an Irons counter. Is the thing I get. The other thing that'd be cool to see is things like Irons when his basic attack does AoE, or like Gwyneth when she would. I think Gwyneth's arrows would still proc because it's a passive. It's still her basic attack, but if she procs lightning arrows and then she starts healing like 3 of your teammates, I feel like that would be pretty cool. So we'll wait and see how that pans out. Next up, we have Serpent's Mark passive. When Thesku deals damage with his normal attacks and other abilities, targets are marked with Serpent's Mark, which causes them to lose health equal to a certain percentage of Thesku's attack rating every second for several seconds, but shall not die as a result. Once the Serpent's Mark has been stacked a certain amount of times, the mark disappears and the venom explodes. The venomous explosion is triggered, which deals damage to enemies and stuns them for a period of time. So we have the AoE stun if they've got enough poisons, but if you get too many poisons, it's going to explode the poisons and stun anyway. So basically, it's gonna come down to how frequently he can stack these poisons and how wide he can stack them. Next up, we got Cursed Flame. Thesku commands his snake Zislu and Zetsu commands his 2 snakes to breathe fire upon any enemies within range, dealing damage 3 times to the targets. Who's the third snake? We've only seen 2 snake names. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Enemies struck by the third attack shall have their accuracy, crit rating, and crit amplification reduced for several seconds. Effect cannot be stacked. So we've got an AoE that has a debuff. I really hope that AoE somehow can proc the poison as well, because then you get AoE poison applications, but it doesn't read like it does, so we'll have to wait and see. I really don't think it will, but I'm still holding out hope. Next up, we have Serpent's Guard, which is the signature item. Every time Thesku is cumulatively... Dude, I can't speak. Each time Thesku has cumulatively lost a certain percentage of his max health, once in his current... Take 2. Every time Thesku has cumulatively lost a certain percentage of his max health, once his current ability ends, his snake Ishnu... Ishu? Oh, dude, I suck at this. Ilshu, something like that, grants him a shield that has a value equal to a certain percentage of Thesku's max health, which exists for several seconds. So, when he's taken a big chunk of damage, he gets a shield. Got it. I absolutely murdered this ability, so we're doing a second recording. You're not going to see the first one. Serpentine or Serpentine servants. When an enemy, this is the furniture. When an enemy is struck by his ultimate ability, basically, if they are marked by fewer than a certain times. If they got less than an X amount of stacks of this Serpent's Mark, they will be marked by an additional several marks. Dude, the way they try and stay vague in these descriptions, just put the actual description here because it gets too confusing when you try and make it vague. Anyway, when he uses his ult, if they don't have enough stacks, they will get some stacks. That's the gist out of that one. I think we really need to read his actual skills when they come out because this shit's vague as... It's just too vague, and it's just getting confusing. But bunch of stun capacities, got some debuffs, got some poisons. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm definitely keen to check him out because this dude just looks absolutely savage. But anyway, guys, sorry for murdering my way through those words because, you know, words and reading ain't my thing. But thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.